What's going on, gamers? My name's Zora the Dragoon. I've been playing video games for over 30 years, man. 30 years. This is my favorite hobby. And in my opinion, it's one of the greatest hobbies of all time. It's one of the most evolved. It tells better stories than movies and sometimes even TV series just in one video game. And one of the reasons that I love video games so much is that, contrary to seemingly popular belief, the buying power requirement to participate in the hobby has actually dropped pretty dramatically compared to not just especially compared to the cost of developing a video game now. I don't want to harp too much on the buying power and the value of a dollar and inflation, but I do want to show just a couple of examples of why I don't just feel like that, but why the data supports that video games overall are just more cost efficient than they used to be. When I bought Super Mario 3, I bought this game in 1992 when I was just a 7-year-old kid collecting cans to recycle the aluminum to buy my video games. This game cost me $44.99 of cash in 1992. So we're just going to adjust that real quick. 1992, 44.99. Cost me $108 in buying powers, guys. $108 in buying power. I just want to do a couple more real quick because they're kind of shocking. I bought Donkey Kong Country 3 in 1996. So we're just gonna switch this guy to 96 real quick. Gonna go $59.99. Gonna adjust that. Look at that, man. $129 of buying power in order to buy Donkey Kong Country 3. Which, don't get me wrong, I love that game. It was amazing, and I was really, really, really okay with buying it. Because video games are fun, and I love them. One more thing that I want to show you, because GT is a super popular topic right now, is in 2001, Grand Theft Auto 3 came out on the PlayStation 2 for $49.99. Let's just do one more adjustment before we hopefully can move on from the discussion of video game costs and start talking about what's actually the problem. Because Grand Theft Auto 3 cost $95.33 of actual buying power when it came out. That is more than the base version of Grand Theft Auto 6. Guys, video game prices are not the biggest problem. The biggest problem, and I have to say this as a lifelong Sony fan, the biggest problem is Sony. When we bought Metal Gear Solid, when we invested over $100 of our buying power into a video game, we owned it. When I bought Madden 99 and the kid down the street from me got NFL Blitz and he traded me NFL Blitz for Madden 99 for the weekend, I went and got NFL Blitz because that game was fun. And my friend was allowed to let me play his copy because we owned our games and we could trade them. Sony doesn't want to let us own our games anymore. Sony only wants to let us rent digital licenses, which I understand is supposed to be in perpetuity and you're supposed to have access to it for the longevity of the game, but that is the problem. The problem is that they get to decide the longevity of a game. They get to decide when video games end. And not only do they get to control when a game stops being sold, when a game stops being produced for or updated or maintained, they control whether or not we actually get to own them. It's hurtful, guys. As a lifelong PlayStation fan, this is a hard video for me to make. Because we have got to do something drastic in order to preserve our hobby. I don't want to focus so much on trying to convince you guys that Sony's the bad guy. Because I love Sony and I love PlayStation, but I am honest. And there are some things that are just very big problems. So not only are we not allowed to own our digital content, physical game collectors, which I'm not one of, by the way, they don't get to have any sort of physical PlayStation media anymore. They don't even have an option to buy a digital game and then create their own physical disc and print a cover art and put it in their own jewel. They don't have that option. The worst part is this. I can't believe that this is still okay. I can't believe that this is still their policy. If you buy a game from PlayStation and you even start downloading it, you no longer qualify for a refund. It doesn't matter how bad that game is. That's not okay. That is not consumer friendly. That is a big problem. Not only are you locking out physical media, which I do understand the cost, I get it. I'm okay with not producing your own physical media. I'm sorry, collectors. I get it. It sucks. But at the same time, the cost of the hobby has to be maintained, or it just becomes another trading card. And physical copies caused GameStop to become a card shop that sells video games. That's a manager's words, not mine. They literally told me that they are now a card shop that sells video games, and it's true. Because physical media representation just wasn't there in the market. What I don't like is that physical collectors aren't even allowed to make their own stuff, especially if you're on PlayStation. PlayStation doesn't want you to be able to represent your collection physically. And that's not fair to you. You should be able to, at the very least, make your own media. So, what are we going to do about it? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you what you should do, but I am going to tell you what I'm going to do. And I feel like it is the best course for PlayStation players. I started watching PC build guides, guys. I found a couple of content creators on YouTube. I'm going to link a couple of their videos down below because I couldn't have decided to do this without their help. And I went to Newegg, and Newegg has a really, really cool thing where you can just put together a PC in a list. You just pick your parts. It's being all weird because my laptop sucks. This is a big part of my problem. My laptop's trash. Look at this. Look at how terrible this is. It doesn't even want to work. See, it's so bad. Let's see if that fixes it. It probably won't because my laptop sucks. All right, we're good. So I'm going to build a PC. And I know that this is a big number. I get it. PlayStation 6 is going to be a big number too, though. Think about that. And it doesn't have to be this big of a number. One of the creators that I'm going to link, her name is Peachy Tech. She builds some incredible computers for about $1,000. If you just follow her build list and follow her guide, for $1,000, you'll be playing high quality PC games, guys. The reason that mine is this high is because I'm done with PlayStation. And moving into PC is going to be how I continue my hobby. So when I started, I want to do it right. The only thing I'm going to actually need to upgrade, and not even super quickly, but the first upgrade I'm going to need is only going to be my GPU. And I did test working out with getting a much higher GPU, but they're expensive. And for the value, it was better for me to go with getting 32 gigabytes of RAM over getting a better GPU for right now because my game library is not extensive. The games that I'm going to be purchasing immediately because of the ones that I'm playing are Mistfall Hunters and Pal World and stuff like that. And GTA 6 I'll play on my PlayStation 5, and it will probably be the last game I ever buy in that ecosystem. because I trust Rockstar. I have an extensive history with Rockstar Games. I love their games so much. I spent almost $100 of my buying power to get Grand Theft Auto 3 on my PlayStation 2. Between Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, I have thousands of hours of entertainment for hundreds of dollars. That is value to me. That is what I care about when I buy video games. So I trust Rockstar to deliver me another incredible gaming experience, but I get if you don't. Trust me, I understand. I saw what Bungie did to Destiny, and I loved Destiny. It was one of my favorite games, and to this day, I still feel like there isn't really a game that I've played that has gunplay that is as comparably fun to Destiny 2. But Bungie killed that game. It wasn't PlayStation. I blame them for a whole lot, as I'm sure that you can already tell, but I don't blame them for Destiny 2. And I don't trust them with Destiny 3. If they announced it right now, I would have a lukewarm reception to it because I don't trust that they're not going to just try to destroy another game that we love. 343 didn't seem to care about Halo. They changed the story of that game so dramatically when they did Campaign Evolved that it's offensive. Halo was patriotic, guys. Master Chief was the man. You didn't question Master Chief. You didn't call him out. You weren't anti-Spartan. Halo was amazing. And 343 didn't care. 343 did not care how you guys felt about it. And if I would have bought that game on my PlayStation, like I really, really wanted to, I wouldn't have been able to get a refund for it when I found out that they completely changed the game that I love. So I'm going to build a PC. And I recommend that you build a PC too. The games that I constantly play are multi-platform. When a PlayStation exclusive drops, I generally do play them. But I rarely play them twice, and even when I do play them twice, I do not play them 3 times. I do not put the amount of hours into PlayStation exclusives that I do to multi-platform games, and they cost me the same. That's not a good value to me. It's not like the PlayStation deals are any good. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of their deals real quick. This is something that really, really should offend you, like it offends me. Look at the price of this game. It's on sale for $19.99, right? This company, Good Old Games, is incredible. I want you guys to understand that. This company sells video games. They don't sell licenses. They sell you video games. Everything you buy from here is DRM free, which means that physical collectors, you can make your own stuff, man. You can put it on a flash drive. I think that would be cool as hell. That's what I want to do with the games that I buy from here after I finally get to migrate to PC. I want to put them on custom flash drives and then I want to hang them on my wall. That's going to be awesome. And we can do that because of companies like this. One of the games that caught my attention because it was also on the PlayStation Store. Lord of the Rings War of the North, look familiar? This game not on sale is $19.99. And when you buy this game from Good Old Games, you actually own it instead of a license that can be revoked or lost. Sony's the bad guy, guys. I know this is hard to admit, and I know it's easy to defend them because we've been lifelong gamers with them, but guys, they're the bad guys. The DualShock was cool. The DualSense is awesome. I love the adaptive triggers. That's fantastic. But they don't care if they sell you a shitty game. Wolverine being an example. Talk about Wolverine for a sec. That game looks awful. If you say that it doesn't, you're pretending to yourself because you like PlayStation and you want PlayStation to do well in everything that they do, but it does not look good, guys. It looks boring. The first trailer looked great. I liked how gory it was. The characters were cool. The setting looked cool. It looked cool. And then, you know, you see people just holding a thumbstick for long periods of time at a time during action sequences with stuff exploding around you and things that you could actually be doing or moving or dodging. You're just running forward. And then you hit a button and duck under a trailer. I stopped. I stopped watching. I was like, wow, that's terrible. I saw the Sentinel fight in a reel. I'm all for paying respect to old games. That's awesome when people do that. But when they do it in a way that replicates so many boss fights before it without making it unique or memorable in any sort of way, that's not okay. That's lazy. At this point, the very best thing about this Sony exclusive video game are the plates and the controllers that come with the exclusive consoles. You can buy the plates and the controllers separately, which might be a better investment than buying this game. Because if you do pull the trigger and you do buy this game, it's probably going to be digital because that's just what history says. Most games are bought digitally. And within an hour, you realize that this game is just going to be a repetitive snooze fest the entire time. It doesn't matter because you downloaded it. Not just because you played it, because you downloaded it. Some developers deserve the accolades that they get. Some developers have earned the trust that they get from their players. But not even I have pre-ordered Grand Theft Auto 6 yet. I don't hate you if you did. I completely understand. I get it. But I haven't yet because I haven't seen gameplay. And until the 27th, when I see gameplay, I don't know exactly what I'm getting into yet. It's going to be hard to tell exactly what you're getting into even when we do see gameplay. But as I said, I trust Rockstar. So when they show me this deep dive, whether I watch it on Netflix, which I already have a subscription to, or whether I actually wait for it to come out on YouTube, because this whole advertising exclusively on Netflix at first thing is kind of weird. I don't really understand it, don't really care about it. I'll just watch it on YouTube. But I trust Rockstar. And I'll tell you exactly how I feel about that game. I will be honest with you. If I'm willing to sit here and tell you that my favorite gaming console of all time has become the bad guy, trust that I'll tell you the truth about Grand Theft Auto 6. Let's move to Steam, you guys. Let's get PCs. Let's build PCs. Shout out to Newegg, man. That custom PC builder tool taught me or helped me feel comfortable in the fact that I'm going to build a quality PC. Shout out to Linus Tech Tips, man. Your build guides taught me a lot. Peachy Tech, you too. I'm gonna link these two. You guys go check out their stuff. They're really, really, really good. They're thorough. They're informative. Your PC doesn't have to cost $1,500 at first. They'll show you. They'll build budget PCs right in front of you. They'll give you lists you can follow along. This is what we should be loud about, not the cost of video games. The fact that since PlayStation doesn't want us to own anything, we just won't buy from them. Start tweeting. Yeah, build your custom PC builds on. Start getting your lists together, tweet them, show them, tag PlayStation in those. Because those show people, or those show them that you're actually moving away. That you're not just talking and you're not just mad about something that you're wrong about. That you're done with them. Because they don't deserve us, guys. Their games aren't worth it. Their console can't be that great. I implore you to give me a reason to stay with PlayStation, please. Because like I said, this video hurt my feelings to make, but it was necessary. Linus Tech Tips, man, you're awesome. Peachy Tech, keep it up, please. Your builds are really, really going to help some people, guys. Thanks for hanging out. The link in the description.